thinking of passwords, then the natural sort of link is two-factor authentication. So for those who don't know, two-factor authentication is very simple. And the premise behind it is that in addition to your username and password, you authenticate a second time using a different medium. So if the first one is username and password, which is something we know, with two-factor authentication, you're going to authenticate a second time with, for example, something you have, which is, for example, your mobile phone. So on your mobile phone, you can install an authenticator app, which provides you an OTP, what's called an OTP, one-time passcode. It changes every 30 seconds, so it's not really one time. Eventually, it's going to have to recycle, usually for numbers long, or 6 or 4.
6, but nowadays many services are switching to eight digits as well. I mean, the longer it is, of course. I mean, yeah, the more
the more secure.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and the more probabilities you have, the more combinations.
Exactly. So you enter this 6-digit number, which you get from your phone, and only at that point you get access to your account and the WordPress backend.
Exactly, yeah, and it's very, because some people because if I implement 2FA, it's too difficult for my users might get blocked out. A few points worth highlighting. First of all, 2FA is becoming really common. If you use online banking, you are using some sort of multi-factor authentication, two-factor authentication.
Exactly.
Definitely. If you are
ATM, if you use an ATM, you're using two-factor authentication.
Yeah, you have the card. Without the card, of course, you cannot withdraw money, and you have the PIN.
And the PIN, exactly.
So it's very common. And nowadays, companies like Google, Facebook, and many others are all pushing for two-factor authentication. It's worth pointing out you can implement 2FA with our free plugin as well. WP2FA is completely free. I mean, there's the premium edition, and the premium you get, of course, much more features, but the free edition is more than enough for a good, solid 2FA solution.